Here we go! It's the first reveal of the season. That's right. Today, right now, on YouTube, you and me, right now, we are doing it. We are revealing the first person that we kind of know under the mask, on The Masked Singer. We normally wait until we get 2 episodes in of each celebrity, or at least of each group. That way we have 2 weeks of clues, but I'm like 85% certain that it's this person. And yeah, we're going to reveal who is the Seahorse. So roll up your sleeve. Let's go through these clues and the pitch correct audio just to compare. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. We're trying to get to 50,000 subscribers. Let's get started. So for those who are new to the YouTube channel, hi, how are you? My name is Joey Contino. I'm an executive audio producer in New York City whose job it is to go ahead and provide audio for my clients. When that audio sounds bad, it's my job to make it sound good. And normally that's taking out a high frequency, maybe a low frequency, maybe you raise up the audio, make it sound better. But in this case, it's going through and pitch correcting the audio from The Masked Singer. That's right. Every single week, we get these brand new clue packages, and in those clue packages are the celebrities talking. But Fox is smart. They're like, hey, guys, we can't let them hear the real voices. We just can't do that. Because if we do, they're going to recognize who they are, and then there's no fun in that. So what do? They have the celebrities record their voices, and they take that audio, they process it. While they're processing it, they kind of speed it up. They pitch it up or pitch it down like Busta Rhymes. And that way you have the audio that they air on TV. Now, doing what we do, I figured we could go ahead, slow it down. We could pitch correct it. That way we can hear the real celebrity voice. Now, that plus the clues, we can determine who is under the mask. Now, we've been doing this method from the very first week of season 1 of The Masked Singer and only gotten one wrong, which was the Eagle, Dr. Drew. I'll never live it down. Never. And so today we're going to use this process to determine who's under the mask of the Seahorse. Now, we do kind of change how we do the pitch correct a little bit. If you saw one of my earlier videos, we changed it because, and this is one of the big things, Fox watches this YouTube channel and they learn what we do. So they take the audio in the clue packages and they process it twice, making it almost impossible for us to go ahead and figure out who it is. So I found another way of doing it. For those who don't remember, during the show, for like 1, maybe 10 seconds, Nick asks the contestant a question. Like, hey, why'd you pick this costume? And then the celebrity talks. Well, we found out that there are 2 kind of microphones on the contestant. One is one when they're singing. It doesn't go through any kind of process. It's just their normal singing voice. Another one they click on when they need to talk to the judges, and that processes the voice instantaneous, which means that the processing has to be extremely light because the judges have to hear it like right away, which told me, well, then that means they can't double process it, which means we could go ahead and use that audio and pitch correct that and get a better, clear voice. And let me tell you, it sounds pretty good. We're going to go through all the clues, but I just want to go ahead and just play the audio, just as an example. The audio that Fox gave us while they were talking, just take a listen to it.
It's so fun to just have this alter ego, honestly. And something about putting a mask on, you really just get to let it shine.
And now here's the audio that I went ahead and pitch correct for you guys.
It's so fun to just have this alter ego, honestly. And something about putting a mask on, you really just get to let it shine.
So you can clearly hear a female voice. It may sound familiar to you. So while we're going through these clues, go ahead and start making a list of who you think they are. We are going to reveal who I think a little bit later in the video. But here are the clues. The first clue is from the preseason. Preseason was the Sunday before they started the entire show. And the clue was really like 2 lines. It says, living the ocean can be dangerous, so it's always good to find a quiet place to hide. America, you'll never figure out who I am, even if you try your sea-level best. After that, all the clues are from episode 1. It starts off in the Wild West. The Wild West. I don't know why I said it like that. Seahorse told fans that she had been trapped by her insecurities and her shyness and scared to release the fire inside her. She said that she was a dauntless diva, showing off new sides. Another clue was a sign that said emotion ocean. Visual clues, which are really important for this celebrity. Visual clues include the OK Corral, a ton of Western theme items, a teapot, aka a tea party, because there were stuffed animals there, which was a rainbow frog. We saw 2 dogs that almost looked like poodles with bows on them. We saw a dove. Later in the episode, we saw a falcon flying over the screen. We saw a warthog. We saw a scary tree with a storm behind it. Go ahead in the comment section, let me know who you think it might be. I'll give you a few seconds. So my guess for the Seahorse, Tori Kelly. Now I know you're probably saying, oh, come on, it can't be Tori Kelly. Well, let's go ahead and let's match up a few things. First, let's go ahead and match up an interview clip of Tori with the pitch correct audio that we have. Take a listen.
It's so fun to just have this alter ego, honestly. And something about putting a mask on, you really just get to let it shine.
It was kind of awesome because I think by getting cut from the show, something stirred up in me.
So that does sound like Tori Kelly talking. It does. It does sound like her, but let's compare this. Now, there are a lot of characteristics of her voice that stands out. I know for a fact that she covered that song, Rihanna's song, once before as an acoustic version. But that was a different version, and it's kind of hard to say that's 100% her based off of that. But when she sings those higher notes, and she does a couple vibrato things with her voice, you could tell it matches up. Now, let's go ahead and dive into these clues because I would say about 85% of them make sense down the line. So we're going to start off with her saying she's been trapped by her insecurities and her shyness. We do know she's done an interview where she talked about she used to be really, really shy. She used to have some kind of insecurities, especially when it came to music labels, because after she won Star Search, she got signed with a label, and that label didn't really do anything for her. And afterwards, Scooter Braun, or whatever his name is Justin Bieber's manager, said, hey, sign up with us at Capitol Records. And she kind of had some insecurities about it because her last record label was not helping her out. And eventually, she signed on and she's been doing really well ever since. But in that meanwhile, she's been on YouTube and on Vine. Yeah, Vine, if you remember Vine. She was on there for a while and really knocked it out of the park. The next clue after that is Emotion Ocean, and for those who are big Tori Kelly fans, you do know that a lot of her songwriting and her emotions really build out her voice. There's some times where she performs and she starts to cry a little bit. She really toys around with that emotion, and I mean, it only toys with our emotion too. And when she uploads some videos, I know there were some from the past back in 2014, she's uploaded a lot of videos where she does a lot of heart-to-heart things, one of which she actually winds up crying through.
It's just really overwhelming.
So she definitely has a lot of emotion, and I believe she was on an interview, it was either with Seacrest or with Zach Sag, whatever his name is, Zach Sag, where she talked about how, she gets a lot of her inspiration for writing songs from her emotions deep down inside. After that, let's dive into the visual clues, because for me, these are like the icing on the cake. To start off, we have the teapot and the teapot party going on. One thing I didn't know about Tori Kelly is that she does fan meetups, but they're tea party meetups.
To bring you here to LA to have tea with me.
That's right. She even did one recently as a competition, not a competition, an award. I think if you donated to Prizio or something like that. So that's very unique. I don't know any other celebrity that does some kind of tea party. So, I mean, Tori, that's pretty sure that's you right there. After that, we saw the 2 poodles, and she's got 2, I don't know if they're considered poodles, but they look exactly like the dogs in the video. Let me show you a picture of them. After that, we saw the rainbow frog. which is a really, really clever play on Kermit the Frog, because she once sang with Kermit the Frog, Rainbow Connection. Here's a clip.
Someday we'll find it, the Rainbow Connection.
After that, on the far right of that bench, you'll see a dove, and we do know she has a song called City Dove. Now, throughout the video package, we saw a lot of clips that were kind of tied together without you realizing it. We saw a warthog, we saw a spooky tree. Those two right there kind of tie together without you realizing it. Warthog. If you flip that, it would be Hogwarts. That's right. Hogwarts. She's a massive Harry Potter fan. Not only is she a massive Harry Potter fan, she's also added another reference to Harry Potter, which was that spooky tree. Notice the giant hole in the middle and the way the branches look? Take a look at this photo. Now I'm going to pronounce this wrong, but this is the Harry Potter tree at, is it Belham Palace? They actually filmed a scene from Order of the Phoenix at this tree, and so to have this thrown in there along with the warthog, it kind of plays off very nicely. We do know that she's a big Harry Potter fan. Oh, and just a side note, that tree, it's 300 years old. It's a really old tree. After that, you'll notice that there was a bird flying over the screen to transition to the next page. If you pause that and actually look at the bird, it's a falcon. The reason why I know it's a falcon, look at the feathers and you'll notice that that shape in the middle of the wing. It kind of looks like almost a point, sort of like that. We'll match it to a photo of a falcon. The feathers match up there, so it's totally a falcon, and the reason why that's important is because Tori Kelly once sang the national anthem for the Falcon, and just recently at the Pro Bowl, she also sang the national anthem. I believe it was the 2020 Pro Bowl, yeah. The last clue I have for you guys is you guys had mentioned so many times that she used the word a quiet place in her clue packages, and that's where you're all like, it's gotta be Emily Blunt. Obviously there's no accent, so it can't be Emily. But did you know that back in 2018, she released an album that's called Hiding Place? Now you're like, well, that's not it. Well, bear with me here. In that album, there's a song called Psalm 42. And in that lyric, she mentions, there's a quiet place that gives me peace when I'm alone. There's a hiding place. So that kind of represents that she has mentioned quiet place a few times in her lyrics, especially in that song. She mentions it twice. So those are all the clues I have for you guys. Let me know if you agree, if you disagree. To me, what I find interesting, I always kind of look to see, whenever I pull a celebrity, I kind of look to see whether or not they have anything going on in their career that could potentially need a push. You know, if there's going to be an album released by one of your celebrity guesses, it could potentially mean that they're on the show and they timed it out to when they leave the show to get an extra push. And so I do know that Tori Kelly has a brand new album coming out on October 29th, which could potentially mean that either the Seahorse is going to be eliminated the next time we see Group B, which I doubt because she's very talented, or that she's going to put that out and then a few weeks later she'll get revealed and then boom, the album's going to get pushed up. Who knows? To be honest with you, as I said in the beginning of the video, I'm about 85% sure that it's her. I could change my answer, but that's kind of what I'm doing my stamp of approval for. Let me know in the comments section if you agree. If you think it's someone else, give me dashes on the clues on why you think it's that person. To me, I mean, overwhelmingly, there's a lot of evidence to be her, but I know a lot of you guys like, could be Christina Minolero, whatever the heck her name is. And so I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Anyway, I'm Joey. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. And I hope you guys just have a great day. I'll see you later. Bye.
This is hard.